We begin by opening the RSLinks Classic application. Note that if RSLinks Classic is running as a service, we will be prompted to stop the service. This is because RSLinks Classic software may run as either a service or an application, but it may not run as both at the same time. To configure drivers, RSLinks Classic must be running as an application. So we simply need to click the Stop Service button. When the application opens, we need to expand Communications in the top ribbon menu and select Configure Drivers. In the Configure Drivers dialog that opens, we click the Available Driver Types drop-down and select the EthernetIP driver. Then we click the Add New button. We typically will want to maintain the default name, so we continue by clicking the OK button. If we want the driver to browse a network local to our network interface card, that is, on the same subnet as our network interface card, we click the Browse Local Subnet Radio button and select the desired network interface card. Then we click the Apply button to create the driver and the OK button to close the configuration dialog. If, however, we want the driver to browse a remote subnet, we click the Browse Remote Subnet Radio button and enter the IP address and subnet mask of the desired remote network. We should note that, to browse remote subnets, routing must be configured for the networks in question. Also, while an Ethernet IP driver may only be configured to browse one subnet, we may create multiple Ethernet IP drivers, one for each network that we need to browse. As with the local driver, we click the Apply button to create the driver and the OK button to close the configuration dialog. Then we may close the Configure Drivers dialog as well. If the RSWho interface is not open, we can open it by expanding Communications again and selecting RSWho. Within the RSWho interface, we can verify that our driver has indeed been created.